Hello, my fiery friends. Welcome once again to another fiery fun stream. I'm your host, the Infernoman here, and hopefully having a wonderful day wherever you are at. So, if you're looking for the hottest in budget deck technology, you have come to the right place. But what exactly are we going to be playing today? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it and show you what we're playing today. Here we are. Wait, there we are. Okay, awesome. All right, so, excuse me. So, as I was mentioning earlier, what exactly are we playing today? Well, we're going to be starting off a little bit differently than what we normally do. So, if you've seen my previous streams for the past couple days now, I'm kind of going to change my formatting a little bit here. Oh, Dan Splendid, thanks again for always joining us. Appreciate you always being here, my fiery friend. So, for those of you, whether you're watching again on the replay right now, or if you're watching live, as always, we'll usually try to focus, of course, on making a budget deck, but this time, I think the formatting moving forward will go like this. So, if you saw it from the previous deck that we did live, we'll be, of course, doing it primarily as a budget deck first, and then about halfway through the stream, we will then focus on making this an upgraded version. So, for those of you out there, whether you want to play it for cheaper or you want to go all out, you have the option in this stream to do so. I will, of course, leave both links for either of those decks at the end of the stream once we are done and we've wrapped this up. So, without further ado, join me today in the Explorer format for a deck that I'm calling the Technomancer. What exactly does that mean, though? So, we're going to be focusing on utilizing two key cards that are from Standard right now. I saw this deck kind of in Standard, but I wanted to kind of modify it a little bit and take it into the format that I'm most comfiest with, which is Explorer, and utilize Haunt the Network and Curse Recording to then just drain out our opponent once we make a critical mass of artifacts. So, that's what we'll be doing today. Before we get to it, as always, we're going to go over the stats of the deck first, and then we'll go over every single card in the deck. We'll then do as many best of one matches as possible. If we could squeeze in some best of three, we'll try to do that as well. And this time, as I mentioned earlier, first half of the stream will be the budget version, and then we'll do the upgraded version on the second half. So this way, again, everyone kind of has a fair shot to see how well the deck could do overall. So, long-time viewers of the channel know how we do it. We have to talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right in. So the Technomancer is going to be a Grixis deck of blue, black, and red. We're looking at an average mana curve about 2.8. We're going to be rocking 8 creatures, 4 instants, 12 sorceries, 11 artifacts, and 25 lands. So with that, how does this all work, you may be wondering? So, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be utilizing our 2 key pieces here to try to get to our victory here. So we need Haunt the Network. This is going to be our key card that's going to help us defeat our opponent and hopefully get our victory. Haunt the Network here is a 5 mana sorcery that's going to be in blue and black, and we get to choose target opponent. You can create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. Then the chosen player will lose X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of artifacts we control. However, this card on its own may not do enough, so we're going to need a little bit of extra backup. So that's where Curse Recording comes into play. So with Curse Recording, this is a 4 mana artifact that reads, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you put a time counter on the artifact. Then, if there are 7 or more time counters on it, remove those time counters, and it will deal 20 damage to you. And of course, you can tap it where it says, whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, you can copy the spell and then choose new targets for the copy. Ideally, we shouldn't have to worry too much about that ability where it hurts us. We should be ideally closing out the game with only just 1 or 2 simple taps of Curse Recording into Haunt the Network. That's pretty much the whole game plan for this. But we're going to need a critical mass, as I mentioned, of all those artifacts. So this is budget, so we're going to be starting with as many cheap blockers, chump blockers, and a little bit of spot removal to help us with our game plan as we build up everything. So what's the cheapest and best artifact we can utilize? Well, it's going to be our longtime favorites of blood tokens here. So in the 1-drop slot, we'll be utilizing Volder and Epic here, and the other creature will be Blood Tithe Harvester. Literally our only 2 vampires in the deck. When they both enter, they get to create a blood token. This also is going to be a key artifact, of course, that's going to help us with our game plan with another key piece I'll show you in just a second. So Volder and Epicure enters, pings our opponent for 1, creates a blood token. Pretty much that's all we need it for. Early game damage is just a sweet bonus on top, or at the very least, you can use it to chump block while you set up your game plan. Same thing with Blood Tithe Harvester, but man, of course, as always, I absolutely love what this card can do. I'm still going to do like a whole video on Blood Tithe Harvester. I'm not kidding. I'm going to try to do that as soon as I can once I have a little free time. But in any case, again, one more time for those who haven't aware of this card, Blood Tithe Harvester enters, creates a blood token. You can then tap to sacrifice the Harvester, and then you can minus X an opponent's creature, where X is the number of blood tokens we control, times 2. So with this, it can be pseudo spot removal, early game damage. It does a little bit of everything, so that's why we have it in the deck. We will need to make a couple more blood tokens, however, so that we can just speed up the game plan and hopefully just get, again, as many artifacts for Haunt the Network. So to do that, we're going to utilize copies of Vampire's Kiss, another card that I absolutely do like. It's such a simple little card here, but I love the fact that it can drain our opponent, give us a little extra life for stabilization, creates 2 blood tokens for us that we can utilize later on for extra value. We'll also be utilizing Cathartic Pyre here, so we'll do 3 damage to either an opponent, or we can then just choose to discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. So great for us to filter through our deck. And then Collector's Vault here is going to be another artifact where we can then tap it for 2, draw a card, and then discard a card, and then create a treasure token. So this will help us, again, do some pseudo-ramping and also filtering for our deck. With all this discarding we're going to do, we do want to take advantage of that, so we'll then have Monument to Endurance here. Oh man, also, this is an amazing card, by the way. Really does a lot for only the 3 mana investment. So, as it says, when you discard a card, choose one that has been chosen this turn. You get to draw a card, you enter to create a treasure token, or each opponent loses 3 life. So, however our game plan is going, we can either slowly drain out our opponent little by little, or we can just create those extra treasure tokens, which will help us speed up to get to Haunt the Network, or we can then utilize it to just keep drawing more cards as we discard. So, for example, a Cathartic Pyre here, if we then maximize it and then discard 2 cards, that means you could technically get an additional card for 2 mana, also get a treasure token. So, man, what an amazing value. We will need to make sure that we keep the board clear if our opponent gets a little too cheeky. So we're going to utilize Ill-Timed Explosion here. This is going to be also another amazing card. Draws us 2 cards, and then we can discard 2 cards. If we do Ill-Timed Explosion, we'll do X amount of damage to each creature, where X is the greatest mana value among cards discarded this way. So if we need to in a pinch, we can throw away an extra Curse Recording, maybe to do a full Wrath, or maybe we just need to do something small, so we can throw away a Blood Tithe Harvester, Cathartic Pyre. You get the idea. So with Ill-Timed Explosion here, being our main Wrath here, and then we can utilize spot removal with Cathartic Pyre, or even Blood Tithe Harvester and Vulgar Epicure to kind of chump block. This will buy us hopefully enough time, even on a budget, to then set up what we need to hopefully close out the game. Now, as far as our mana base is concerned, again, as I'm going to emphasize one more time, the first half of the video is going to be the budget version. I believe the budget version right now is sitting at about $70 to put this together, and only 12 rares. So that's a pretty good budget deck for an Explorer/Pioneer deck. So if you do want to stick around for the second half, of course, I will show you what happens if we go all out. But for now, we're just going to keep it simple. 2 islands, 4 swamps, 4 mountains, and a bunch of all the dual tap lands. So these are going to be the life gain lands. The gain lands are going to be probably the best option for us on a budget because we don't have too many ways of getting super aggro. What we're just trying to do is get our combo off. So we need to buy as much time as possible by giving ourselves a little extra buffer with more life gain. So that's why we're using Dismal Backwater, Swiftwater Cliffs, Bloodfell Caves. A Fomori Vault here is going to be actually one of our unique mythics here because you can utilize this to then discard a card and then kind of dig through your deck. If you trigger off, of course, the discard, it works well with Monument to Endurance, so that's why we have it in the deck to help us keep filtering through our deck. And then finally, 4 copies of Maestro's Theater here. Same thing, it's just going to be our cheap fetch here to dig out another basic, give us a little bit of extra life gain just to round out our whole package. If you do want to take this into best of 3, here's what I would recommend for you, at least again on a budget. So if we want to just stop our opponent from maybe comboing off themselves, do some duresses here, you have to find the Villains Lair is going to be one of our best options here for a counterspell, because then you can utilize it to do that, or you can utilize it to then filter by drawing 2 cards and discarding cards, which will trigger off again Monument to Endurance. Soul Guide Lantern will be our key Graveyard Hate card. We have Bitter Triumph here, same thing, you can discard a card, hopefully then triggers off Monument to Endurance, but this is going to be our Planeswalker and Creature Hate. For Artifact Hate, we have a Braid here, also deals damage to creatures, and same thing with Withering Torment, deals with enchantments, and also it can deal with creatures if we need to in a pinch. And that is the whole deck for you, everybody. Is this deck possibly going to be good for us on a budget, or is it going to be absolutely jank? Well, there's only one way to find out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's check this into the Explorer format. We're going to play some ranked, and we're going to see how well it does. All right, so with that, Explorer ranked, and playing the Technomancer. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about this one. It has been a little while since we've done a pseudo combo deck, so hopefully this will be a good one for us. Dan Splendid reading, is it like a control or a combo deck? I mean, it's kind of like a bit of both, as you kind of saw from here, because we don't really care too much about what our opponent's doing. All we just want to do is get as many artifacts out and then just kind of just blow up everything and just hopefully drain them out. But we'll see. It's been a little while again since I've done like a control/combo deck, so hopefully we're not too completely out of the loop on it. But okay, any case. So we got here our Collector's Vaults, Vampire's Kiss for some life gain and drink, Cathartic Pyre to dig, Ill-Timed Explosion for Wrath. Okay. This should be good. Come on, opponent. Show me what you got. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead, let's start with a Swamp and pass. Okay, so let's see what our opponent's trying to do. So they got Rakdos Colors, Draconic Engineer. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing either they're goblins or something else, but we'll see. We shall see in a bit. Let's try getting on that Blood Tithe Harvester first. Get a good blocker up for now. And get that first blood token out. Alright, so with that. So, question for everybody here. Burst Lightning. Okay. It's annoying, but it's fine. Better to our creature than our face. Oh, wow, they already exhausted? Okay. I mean, that's fine. We can still take care of it if we need to. Maestro's Theater. So, we'll do it this way. Maestro's Theater. Instant sack. So, the question I want to ask everybody is, it's now been several days since we've gotten some of the more interesting previews from our previous sets out there. What are your all thoughts so far on what we've experienced so far? We'll be draining our opponent here for Vampire's Kiss. Alright, so that helps us stabilize just a little bit and buy us time. We can get now a bunch of blood tokens. We just need to get... I kind of want our opponent to kind of... There we go. I want our opponent to kind of keep doing their thing, so we can just kind of blow up everything in a bit. So we'll see here. Let's put Collector's Vault out. And then we will Vampire's Kiss. Alright. So we're still stabilized a little bit here, but we are... We're going to need something hopefully big in a bit. Screaming Nemesis. Okay. Alright. Opponent is getting very aggressive here. We'll see if we can stop him here. While we kind of set ourselves up. Okay, Collector's Vault again. Don't need that, but okay. Right, ill-timed explosions. Come on, deck. Give me something. Ooh, Haunt the Network. We definitely need that, but we're going to have to throw away the extra ill-timed explosions just to keep the board clear. Okay, so with that, let's throw away these two. Blow up the whole board. Phew. Okay, unfortunately, Screaming Nemesis will hit us for 4, so we're down to 5. That's a little awkward, but that's okay. Gain some life. Oh, that's right. We can't gain any more life with Screaming Nemesis' ability. That stinks. It's okay. Not a big deal, everybody. We could still... buy ourselves some time. Oh my goodness. There we go. Got the curse recording there. Oh, but we don't have the mana for it. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, okay. How do we do this here? I guess we might have to haunt the network now just to at least buy us time. Not what ideal, but we might have to do that for now. Okay, so I think we'll just have to do that. Not quite what we wanted, but this at least should, again, buy us time. Haunt the network. Oh, that's... I keep forgetting that Screaming Nemesis... Wow. I swear, sometimes we play matches and then we just end up getting with those 1 or 2 matchups that kind of... our opponent has just the right card to stop us completely. Wow, now we can't... I forgot we can't stabilize at all. But we did slow down our opponent a ton here because we drained them constantly. They're down to 6. So I think our best option here might be we might have to start sacrificing the rest of our blood token. Well... Sheoldred. Jeez. Alright, we're in trouble now. Fatal pushed us down to 3. I don't even know what to do anymore at this point. Haunt the network again. Oh, wait. Does this do it? Did we just... Oh my goodness. We drained our opponent there. I was not expecting it at all. Oh, wow. What a top deck that was. Oh my goodness. Yes. Wow. I can't believe we actually top decked what we won there. Oh my goodness. Woo. Wow, I love that. That was amazing, by the way. Okay. Not too bad. Oh, and we got an either... Hold on one second. Wait, hold on one second, everybody. I see something a little bad here. All right, we're going to deal with that. Okay, good. Sorry. Got to get rid of the spammers real quick. Okay. All right. Well, that one is definitely going to be... I think I'll highlight that one later today. Oh, man, that was beautiful, by the way. Whew. All right, so there you go, everybody. We actually didn't even need the curse recording there. We were able to drain them out with 2 hits there. That, man, the deck actually pulled it off. So through a Screaming Nemesis, too. Wow, I had no business winning that one, to be honest. I was really thinking we were not going to win that one. But wow, we did. I'm super happy about that. So even on a budget, it does work. Although... well, I can already highlight one issue that the deck might run into, but we'll talk about that after we're all done today. Excuse me. Okay. So, all right, so let's see what we got here. So we got 2 curse recordings, a monument here to help us kind of draw, Blood Tithe Harvester, and a Maestro's Theater. Well, it's not ideal, but we can play stuff, so let's keep this. Come on, opponent. Show me what you got. Alright, so get that Bloodfell Caves. Gain some life. Otherworldly Gaze. Ooh, okay. So, what does that mean? What could that mean for us? Is our opponent going to dredge? Oh, okay. So they're playing, I think it's an Azorius tempo deck. It's an annoying deck, by the way, but we'll find a way around it some way, somehow. Let's play Blood Tithe Harvester. Start getting those tokens out. Faithful Mending. All right. They're definitely going to be getting a lot of life here, so we'll see. Can we find a way around them? I guess we'll find out here. Okay, so they throw away 2 more Otherworldly Gazes. Make a blood token. Okay. So ideally, if we can get an untapped land here, we can get that Monument to Endurance, and we should be able to hopefully just start digging through our whole deck. But it really depends on what our opponent's going to try to do here. In the meantime, we can get some early game damage with our Blood Tithe Harvesters. But I suppose it what depends on our opponent. Okay, recommission. Okay. Ugh, that's a little scary, but it's not impossible to get around. So, we're just going to get aggro, see if our opponent gets cheeky. Do you block opponents? No, they don't. Okay. Well, I figured they wouldn't. I probably wouldn't, because it'd be me kind of just doing our thing here way too easily. Okay. We will get out an island. Let's get out another Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay, there we go. So, at least with the 2 Blood Tithe Harvesters, we can get rid of the Haughty Djinn if we need to in a pinch. Founding the third path. Alright. Opponent. I will say, though, this variant, we didn't play it, but we did play Mono Blue Tempo a little while ago. So, it is definitely a lot more stronger than I thought now. March of Otherworldly Lights. Okay. Again, annoying, but it's not the worst. Faithful Men. Oh, they couldn't do it. Okay. Well, I guess that helps us out, sort of. But can we get around this? Okay, another Haughty Djinn in the yard. Are they gonna bring it back? I mean, recommission, not gonna lie, this has actually been pretty powerful. I might try doing this and explore at some point, because I do need another deck that ideally I would like to rank up with. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, opponents. Down to 14. So, I'm sorry, we're down to 14. I don't know why I said they're down to 14. Oops. Numbers are hard, by the way. Okay, any case, so here's how we have to do this. We have to sacrifice our Blood Tithe Harvester, deal with that, and we will also Cathartic Pyre just to get rid of this. But that does buy us time, so that's what we need right now. So our next option right here is we got to get that Curse Recording down if we can. Opponent mills. And then if we can get down the Curse Recording into Haunt the Network, we might be able to find our way through this. They draw 2 and discard 2. Den Splinit. Making decks trying to make Azorius Rooms as a weird value deck. Works with okay with going with 80 cards in Yorion and 34 lands. Okay. Well, actually, now that you brought that up, oh my goodness. We have another one, by the way. Oh, this is beautiful, by the way. Okay, so, Curse Recording. Nice and clean. And we'll task. Okay, if we can get another land down, this would be great for us. If we can't get that other land down, we can use Monument to Endurance to at least kind of give us the treasure we're going to need to cast what we need. Okay, opponents. Oh, man. If we ideally can get at least 1 more land here, I think we should be able to stop our opponent. Or at least buy us the time until we can get to that second Haunt the Network. We'll see if we can try. Come on, deck. I'm feeling good about this. But as far as your thing there, Den Splinits, I mean, you saw us. We made Azorius Rooms several months ago, so it is definitely doable. I can say that for you for sure. Opponent is digging deep. Definitely digging deep. But the good news here is they are tapped out. So, come on, deck. I just need 1 spot here. Come on. A land. Oh. Not quite what we need, but that's okay. We'll find a way to make this work. So here's how we do this. Monument to Endurance. We will throw away the Curse Recording. But that does give us a chance to get a treasure and draw a card. Oh, we actually got the extra land. Okay, well, that's fine. I guess we can just use it to buy ourselves some time to stabilize. Get the Maestro's Theater going, and then we will get another island. Get some life, and we pass. Okay, so the stage is set, everyone. We literally have 2 Haunt the Networks in ill-timed explosions if things go horribly, horribly wrong. All we just need to do is make sure our opponent here mean, they can do their thing. I don't really care right now. All I just need to do is just, as long as they don't have a counterspell, we should be good here. Okay. Opponent swings. Can we do this, everybody? All right. So, one card in hand. What are the odds that they actually have a counterspell? Put down this. Gain some life. Okay. So, can we do it? All right. Here we go. Full control. Opponent. Oh, wait. I just did this wrong. Oops. It's fine, everyone. It's fine. Either way, I mean, we can still drain them out here for a chunk. That's okay. Wow, I can't believe I just did that. Oh, man. I gotta really gotta start actually hitting full control before I do this stuff. Wow. Once again, my misplays have come back to haunt me. But that's okay, everybody. So, I think we can still pull this off here. Ideally, we would like more artifacts, but I think we can pull it off with this. So, let's see. Our opponent is still stumbling on mana. I mean, we could chump block if we need to in a pinch, but I really don't want to. Yeah. As always, I never say I'm the best Magic player, everybody, but here we are. Okay, I doubt they have any pump. If they have any pump, then obviously I'm dead. I'm down to 2. Okay. 2 cards in hand. Kiora. Okay, well that taps him out. They will discard some more cards. So this turn right here is going to be our turn. Wow, they threw away the Get Lost. Okay. 1 card left. Otherworldly Gaze. Okay, so we're going to try this again. And despite my own derpiness when it comes to playing, I think we could still win right here. So that means that should be, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think we got it here. Okay. So this is how we're going to do it this time, everybody. So this time, tap the curse recording. Okay. I won't be dumb this time, everybody. Seriously, I will not be. Okay. So with that, haunt the network. Here we go. This is what we want to do. Much better. Drain to 7. Drain again to 3. Beautiful, everybody. That's how you do it. That's what you want to do with the deck, everyone. Victory once again. All right. Even with my own dumb punts, I sometimes get dumb luck sometimes with this game. But there we go. That's the whole combo, everybody. You saw right there. Get that curse recording out. Drain your opponent. Get a ton of Thopters, which can technically do some damage. Or at the ideal, you just want to drain them out right there on the spot. Lovely. All right. I'm surprised our opponent really didn't put up much of a fight, but that's what you want the deck to do. You don't really care what your opponent is throwing at you. All you just want to do is just get your combo going and then just hopefully drain them out. So there you go. Let's just keep going. Feeling good about this deck. Even on a budget, it's actually not too shabby. So again, I think $70-ish. 12 rares if you do like the deck. But otherwise, while we're setting this up right now, enough about me. Tell me about all of you out there. What's going on? Are any of you playing anything new right now? Have you looked at anything that's coming up from Tarkir or Final Fantasy? Is there anything you're excited about in the world of Magic coming up? I know MagicCon just finished right now, so that's why we have a lot of new previews. So I'm sure some of you out there are probably thinking of ideas that you might be interested in brewing around. There's definitely already something we're definitely digging up once Tarkir comes out, which reminds me, I do need to actually record our preview video coming out soon. At least what I believe is going to be coming out for Dragonstorm. Okay, so until then, however, we'll put down an island, Collector's Vault. Meanwhile, all right, opponents, show me what you got.
It's time to
Ooh, Artist Talent. All right, so they're going to be discarding and drawing a lot of stuff here. Swamp. We will put down Blood Tithe Harvester. Make our blood token, and pass. All right, so we can ping our opponent for 1 next turn. Meanwhile, our opponent is going to be discarding a ton themselves. Artist Talent might be good for our version of the deck. I don't know if I... Actually, now I don't have time to think about it. I mean, I put together already the upgraded version. But I'll show you, of course, in a little bit my variants that I'm looking at doing once we get to there. All right. Artist Talent again. Lots of discard. That's a lot of Artist Talents in their hands. Okay. Opponents. All right. We'll pass. Yep, it's Is It Phoenix. So, I'm going to see if we could... I don't know if we can try to get around Is It Phoenix, but we'll try. The best thing we can do right now is just get that early game damage as quick as possible here. So at the very least, the good news, of course, is we do have our key pieces here to start digging through our deck. We just need to find that cursed recording. I'm sorry, not cursed recording. Haunt the Network. Oh. Never mind. Our opponent here is going to try to slow us down. All right. Annoying. But it's fine. It's fine, everyone. Vampire's Kiss is not too shabby. I'll put down the island. We will swing here. If our opponent taps out, that's fine. But if not, then... Let's see. I guess... Voldrin Epic here. Ping. And Vampire's Kiss. Drain him out. Buys us the time we need, though. Alright. Well, at the very least, if they do this stuff now, that's less in their hand in terms of getting the Phoenix. Okay. Okay, they got one Phoenix in the yard already. That's one. Don't forget to tap it when you're going to cast it as a sorcerer. Yeah. I'll be careful this time. I'll be careful. Okay. So we have a little bit of early game damage here. Our opponent is going to try to take out our vampires, which is understandable. As long as they don't get too many Phoenixes in there, I think we still have enough time to hopefully get there. But our opponent is definitely digging deep. Ugh. All right. One more. And that means how many Phoenixes come back? They got one, which is not bad. Thankfully, our opponent has not been able to find their key Phoenixes. So we just need at least one. We just need to get down Curse Recording and then hopefully dig into what we need. I think I'll probably activate Collector's Vault here. Oh, there's the Treasure Cruise. Ugh, all right. See if we're in the danger zone. What do we got? Throw away one. Draw 3 cards. Okay. Is that it, opponents? Any more card draw? Removal. Okay. Well, again, annoying, but it's fine. We've tried to soften up our opponent as much as possible here. They've got 2 Phoenixes, I believe. There we go. Yes. Okay, here it comes. Phoenixes are coming. Only 2, though. So it's a little scary, but it's not the worst. Okay, hitting us for 6. It's actually been a while since I played Is It Phoenix. I used to love the deck, but Graveyard Hate kind of bonked it for quite a bit, so I kind of stopped playing it. We'll throw away the vaults, make a treasure, pass here. Okay. Okay, Cathartic Pyre. So I think here's how we do this. Curse Recording. And then we will... Wait, can we do this at instant speed? Oh, we can. Okay. All right. So I think here's how we do this. If our opponent starts throwing away more stuff and trying to get the other Phoenixes, we can slow them down at the very least with Cathartic Pyre. At least that's my idea right now. I just got to wait until they go off. So, waiting it out here. All right. Well, while our opponent is also setting up, what are your thoughts right now on what you've seen from Dragonstorm? Anybody out there have any thoughts on Tarkir as a whole? Are you excited for it? Are you interested in dragons? Is it a set that you're kind of like, meh? Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. Okay, so this time, Curse Recording. We're going to tap that. And then we will Cathartic Pyre. Doubling it up. All right, opponents. And then take out the other Phoenix. Okay. Phew, okay, so this does buy us time. This is what we wanted. Not too bad, right? But we are a little now light on things. Okay. Picklock Prankster. Okay, so we still are a little ways away because we don't have our key piece yet. But here's how we can do this. Vampire's Kiss. Okay. Again, same thing. It will give us a lot of tokens. And it does buy us time. Okay. And then I guess we can do it this way then. Discard the land. Raise and borrow. Alright. Well, opponent is now going to start getting a lot more aggro here. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. We got our Haunt the Network. Okay. Okay. Now all we got to do is just survive one turn. If we can survive one turn, we got this. Dense Planet. In my honest opinion, extra turns are hella cringe in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. I own a couple in one of my commander decks. I'm not going to lie. But I keep debating if I want to keep it in there. I know recently, because we don't talk about this too much on this channel, because we're mostly a digital arena-focused channel. But if I was to be honest about... Oh, wow, our opponent is actually lightning. Wow, they really want to make sure they get those Phoenixes out. Okay. But that's fine. I don't mind that. But anyway, yeah, going back to what you said, Dense Planet. Oh, my goodness. And our opponent has had enough. Aw, opponent. I wanted to go off with Haunt the Network there. Aw, all right, that's fine. I'll take the win anyway. Yeah. We didn't even have to go off there, but man, that would have been such a sweet move right there. But we've done it already first 2 games, so yeah, deck feels great. Not too bad for a cheap deck, though. But yeah, personally, I'm having a lot of fun with this one. But then answering also your question, Dense Planet, yeah, I'm not a fan of extra turn spells personally, but I do own a couple in some decks. But I keep debating, would it be good or bad for me to get rid of them? I mean, I really kind of feel a little dirty when I have extra turn spells in my deck. I don't use them too often, but I'm not going to lie. I've used them in previous decks I've built. But yeah, a couple of commander decks I do have them in there. But with the new bracket system they introduced for Commander, for those of you that actually play in paper, it's something that I keep debating. I know I don't really play all that much paper, but I keep debating if it's something that maybe I should take out, because a lot of people are not fond of them, unless you're playing at a much more serious level with other players. I don't know. I guess that would probably be something I would ask other people out there. What are your thoughts on the bracket system for EDH/Commander? For those of you that actually do play outside of Arena, what are your thoughts on that? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you believe that there may be another way that Wizards could do it? Let me know. In the meantime, we can't cast anything with this. We'll mulligan real quick. Okay, we can work with this. So the only thing we need to put back is, well, we have our key pieces here, so it's going to be, I don't want to get rid of anything here, but we're going to have to, though. All right, I guess the Vampire Skiz is going to have to go away. But at the very least with this, we could still cast things and draw things with Collector's Vault and the 2 lands, so this should be okay. But if we lose, it's not a big deal. Again, personally, honestly, and I've said this many times publicly, of course, on streams and everything, I kind of don't really care about my rank. Yes, I'm happy when I rank up, but it's not the end of the world if you don't rank up. As a reminder for everybody out there, as long as you're trying to get to, I believe, Platinum, that's mostly where you get the most rewards for the least amount of effort. So keep that in mind. Well, our opponent here is gonna get us right here with this. Boo. Okay. Alright, we will play Maestro's Theater. So we got rid of one of our key pieces, but it's not a big deal. We can just build it back again. Get a mountain. Get some life. Alright, opponent. Bring it on.
It's time to do.
Okay. Dense Planet deck low-key good? Looks like it. Yeah. Again, this is only a budget deck currently, the version we're playing, but we will definitely upgrade it in a bit. It's actually doing pretty good. I mean, even if we lose the next several matches, I mean, it's already shown it's not too shabby, all things considered. Collector's Vault. Honestly, I only tested this deck just lightly, and I kind of adapted it from a couple other players that were playing a variation in Standard. And I know that you can do a Standard version of this, but I believe pushing it to Explorer, where you have the ability to get blood tokens, I think that's probably the key thing that, in my opinion, makes this much more fun and much more spicier, by the way. All right, Mountain. We will, how do we do this here? I think Vampire's Kiss. Gain and Drain, and we pass. One of the other things, again, that I would probably say when it comes to playing my version today is don't be afraid to utilize 1 or 2 blood tokens if you need to kind of filter through your deck. The deck, as you see, definitely has no problem adding a ton of artifacts onto the field. So if you have to, utilize them as you need to. It is a tricky balance, though, with how the deck is designed, because you want to keep out as many artifacts, but they won't do you any good if you're about to lose. So be mindful of that if you do want to play this deck. You can always rebuild your artifacts with the extra Collector's Vaults and whatnot. Oh, okay. And that is something that I might consider is
Probably for the upgraded version, a Fountain Port actually would be pretty nice because you can sacrifice extra ones here to draw more cards. Oh, okay. All right, so we got Volder Epic here. That's pretty good. Ping our opponent. Down to 13. And we'll pass. All right, so here we can throw away our extra Collector's Wall because we really only need one. And then we can keep adding more artifacts to the field, drawn to what we need. If we can get at least one more land, I think we should be okay. We will not block if we need to chump block later on. But the other thing is, our opponent is about to go off with both of these cards right here. So, come on, deck. Draw me something good. Okay, Blood Tithe Harvester. I guess that's okay for now. So, let's see how we do this here. Okay, Ill-Timed Explosion. I guess my deck is just telling me something here, so we're going to do it this way. Ill-Timed Explosion. We got to keep the board clear. I cannot have that Reflection of Kiki Chiki go off. They do that, we'll be in serious trouble. Okay. All right, so I think we're going to throw away the Blood Tithe Harvester and the Bloodfelt Caves. Okay, 2 damage to everything. Opponents. Do they sacrifice their Goblin Shaman here for value? Maybe? Okay, opponent, don't keep you waiting. There they go. Okay. Not a surprise, of course. It's understandable. Clear the board. Swift Water Cliffs coming in. Alright. Not too bad still. We're still primarily where we want to be at. We just need to get that Curse Recording. Another one here will be great. We have 4 artifacts out currently. And hopefully we should be able to then just build what we need. Wow, our opponent is shocking themselves. Alright. One of the good things I do like about the deck is a lot of opponents we face will be pretty aggressive with their mana base. Oh. Oh dear. Alright. Opponents finding just the right card to stop us. They gain a ton of life and a shield counter. Oh. Oh, okay. There we go. That's what we needed. Curse Recording. Alright. So, now all we need is... we just need another land, and then Haunt the Network should be able to hopefully beat down our opponent. Wait, does this ability... Okay, only when it enters. Okay, phew. If it did its ability when it swung, then we'd be in serious trouble. So depending on what we get here, will determine what happens. Come on, deck. Give me a land. Give me a land. That's what we need right now. Can we get the land? Can we get it? Ooh, what was that? Oh, wait, I hit the wrong thing. Okay. First I was like, wait, what did I click wrong there? That's what I wanted. Can we get what we need? Okay, here we go. Come on, deck. I need an untapped land right now. That's what I need. Not quite what we need. Okay, that's fine. All right. Let's see. We will do that. We will Ill-Timed Explosions. Get another copy. Draw 2. We will discard and discard. Hit for 2. Everything. Breaks the Titan's shield. Draw 2 more. And we have to discard 2 more. Okay. So with that... okay. Okay. Do 1. Doesn't really help us there, but at least we get the Dismal Backwater. That's what we wanted. Okay. Gain some life back up to 10. Okay. So, we're still not out of this yet. Unless if our opponent can discard our Haunt the Network, I think we might be able to just barely get this one. But even if we don't, the deck, as you can see, has a pretty decent amount of versatility, all things considered. Dense Planet. Got my full set of Sweltering Suns. Nice. Glad you got those. The cycling right now with that is actually really, really good. Like, cycling, we need to make a new cycling deck. I realize that. We definitely need to make a new cycling deck. We'll try to get on that ASAP, maybe later at the end of the month, or maybe at the beginning of March. So thanks for reminding me. Okay. Can we pull off yet another victory here? All right, so with that, let us Mountain. We'll tap this. Okay. Did we do it again? Haunt the network. Oh, man. This combo is so fun. There we go. There we go. Drain. Gain. Make all the artifacts and drain our opponent there. Yes. Oh, woo. We did it again. Oh, man. This deck is great. Even on a budget, this deck has actually been pretty good. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this one. We're actually ranking up, too. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, man. What a fun deck. And again, if you are interested in my variation today, if you missed out earlier, you can always rewind, but I will leave a link, of course, at the very end of the stream once I put up all the details, okay? So just keep that in mind, everybody. Not too bad. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I mean, even if we lose the rest of the day, I'm pretty satisfied with how this deck has turned out so far on a budget. So I'm happy right now. Feeling really good. Much better than definitely the last couple of games we've had. Okay. But otherwise, this does lead me to a question I was going to ask is there a card that you would like us to play, or at least some kind of deck that we have yet to kind of look at from Ether Drift? Because as we're talking right now, in 2 weeks, I believe it's 2 weeks? I don't remember what day is today. We're going to be actually getting towards, yeah, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. In about 2 or I think 3 weeks, we'll be getting to Tarkir Dragonstorm previews. Ugh, geez, we're moving way too fast on products, by the way. But again, as we're getting close to that point, let me know what you would like to see us make an Ether Drift still. I do have a couple more ideas that you'll get a chance to kind of get a sneak peek on once we get to the end of the stream. So stick around for that. Don't worry. There's definitely some fun stuff coming down the pipeline. Otherwise, okay, opponent, what do you got? Still thinking about your hand? Speaking of our hand, so we got 3 lands. A little slow with the taps because it is budget, but Blood Tithe Harvester, Vampire's Kiss for some drain, Cathartic Pyre to dig, and Monument here to help us kind of ramp. Okay. Still pretty good, right? So with that, let us Bloodfell Caves. Gain that life. All right, opponent. Show me what you got. Let's go.
It's time to do.
All right. Swamp. Blood Tithe Harvester. Let's kind of start draining them out just a little bit here and there. All right, they got their forest. We make our blood token. If we can at least get one untapped land, that actually would be pretty nice here, but that's okay if we don't. Okay, pathway. Okay, Teamer. What could they be doing in Teamer colors? Maestro's Theater. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay, let's get out. We want to make sure we fix what we need, so let's get out of that island first once we get to that island. And we will swing here. Unless our opponent has removal. Scorching Dragonfire. Okay. Annoying. But again, we don't really care. So, in the meantime, let's Vampire's Kiss. Get some more blood tokens out. And I believe if we can, next turn, Monument to Endurance will be great for us. But yeah, I think, trying to go back to a thought I just saw right now. So yeah, now that you mentioned it, Dense Planets, with the cycling that you have from Sweltering Suns, it wasn't really a Wrath that people were playing that much anymore. But thanks to Ether Drift, we brought back cycling. So I'm actually interested in trying to utilize it again for a future deck tech. I know we need to look at, what is it? Well, that's right. I want to do a shark deck at some point because sharks look like a lot of fun. And I do like also pirates themselves, so that sub-theme to them is actually pretty sweet. But we'll see if we can get around to that at some point. Maybe I'll do it for a future stream next week or so. Oh, wait. Opponents. Boo. Just countered our game plan there, but that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, everyone. Maestro's Theater. So in case we get that cursed recording, let's get out that mountain and pass. All right, opponent. Still not sure what our opponent is doing, but they definitely are a little bit more on the controlling side. So we'll see if what they have is what I believe they have. Curse recording. Does this stick? Okay. Nice. Very nice. Swiftwater Cliffs. Gain some more life. And pass. Okay. So with that, Elder Gargoth. A little scary, but we can deal with that thanks to Curse Recording. So here's how we do this. Alright, so... Okay. Monument to Endurance. Activate. Cathartic Pyre. 3 damage to Elder Gargoth. Normally, I don't like dealing with this card, but thankfully we can actually hit above our weight limit thanks to Curse Recording. All right. Okay, so not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. What else do you have, opponents? You haven't really done much of anything, so I still can't quite figure out what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. Excuse me, everyone. Okay, Cathartic Pyre again. How do we do this here? I think we'll pass. The reason for that is Curse Recording can be done at instant speed with Cathartic Pyre, so I think... let's see. Let's actually discard a Swamp. We'll draw a card with it. We have plenty of lands. So we get 2. Not too shabby. Okay, and now... Actually, hold on. We'll wait. In case that they have another big creature, that's mostly what I'm worried about right now. So we will... Maestro's Theater again. Denseman. For your basically vehicles, I'm thinking of including Push the Limit as my card as a way of Plan B. Okay, that's another thing, but don't worry. What you will see is mostly what I've been testing a lot for that budget deck. I mean, rest assured, I have something that I believe works really well, but not going to lie, the color combination made it very difficult. And there's a reason why I held off on a vehicles basically deck up until Ether Drift, because I was hoping we were going to get some decent stuff, which we did from the set, but it took a while because originally I just couldn't put together a deck with 4 colors that were, what, white, black, red, and blue. I mean, it was not an easy task, but we managed to find a way to do it. Okay, so in the meantime, Curse Recording, Cathartic Pyre. I have no idea what our opponent's doing, but we need to figure this out right here. So here's how we do this. We will throw away just 1 card, though. So we can still draw. We'll draw another card. Okay, Bloodtithe Harvester. We will discard these 2. So I do like that this gives us a lot of flexibility. Look at that. So we can drain and make a treasure token. Nice. Okay. Vampire's Kiss also not too shabby. So I guess we'll just start kind of comboing off here. So activate again. But we will need to be careful, though. We don't want to get too cheeky, because once again, if Curse Recording gets 7 counters on it, we kind of put ourselves in a bad spot. Let's see. Bloodtithe Harvester. Make that blood token. So we have plenty of artifacts now, but we need our closer. We need that 1 key card to help us get everything. But if we have to, and if we're still kind of sputtering here, we can use those extra blood tokens. Fire Prophecy. Alright. I guess our opponent was holding on to a lot of removal. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. Pass. Okay, so... Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Ugh, so that's what they're trying to do, huh? Alright. Still puts us in a bit of a danger zone. But we can still use our Curse Recording. So if they kind of minus... I don't really care if we lose that. We have enough artifacts now. We should be able to then just drain our opponent there. So, a little scary. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy that our opponent got rid of it, because now we don't have to worry about damaging ourselves. So, thanks, opponents. And our artifacts survived the hit. So, this is actually not too shabby for us. We will throw away Bloodfelt Caves. Let's make him lose 3 life this time, though. Draw a card. Okay, so with that, I guess we'll do it this way. Wait, hold on 1 second. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, 3. Okay, we'll do it this way. Discard. Throw away this, because this doesn't hurt Ugin, so we need to... Okay, so we got another Curse Recording. We will draw another card. Alright. Come on, deck. Where is our key piece here? We need our 1 key piece to help us just go off here. But if we need to, I suppose we could just do it the trickier way here. So with that, draw here. Throw away Ill-Timed Explosions. Okay, and then make our opponent lose 3 life again. Actually, hold on. Yeah, we'll make him lose 3 life. Okay. Okay, down to 4 opponents. Wow, so you can see even here with Monument to Endurance, we have a plan B that actually works decently well, all things considered. Okay, our opponent can take out the Volder and Epicure, so they tick up. Oh, but man, our opponent had enough there. Yes! Woo! All right. All right. Honestly, thought we were going to have to grind that one, but our opponent has had enough. All right, I love this deck. Wow. Budget level, the Technomancer, reigns supreme. Oh, man. And we're getting these cute little achievements. That's cute. All right. So, not too bad right now, huh? Look at that. We are getting our wins in today. We're definitely getting our wins. So, maybe this is secretly better than I thought it was. I'm very satisfied with how the deck is turning out today. I mean, granted, yes, this is only best of 1. It's not best of 3, but hey, a win is a win. So I am going to definitely run with that today. I think it's been a while since we had a good run like this with one of our deck techs. I think the last one we had like a giant win streak was the Timeless stream we did with Demir Oculus in Timeless. I mean, don't get me wrong. Last stream we did pretty well with our Greasefang. But this has actually been really nice for us so far. I'm actually very satisfied with how this deck turned out. Maybe I might actually make this in paper. Maybe. Although I probably shouldn't be spending money right now. Any case. Let's see. I think we can keep this hand because Collector's Vault alone could help us kind of filter through our deck. So that's why we're going to hold this hand. We have our 2 key combo pieces. And all we just got to do is just get around whatever our opponent is going to try to do here. So Land of War Elves could mean... Oh, so definitely we're fighting elves. Okay. And ill-timed explosions here would be the best draw we can get. But we'll see if we can get it. Until then, bring it on, opponents. Bring it on.
It's time to do.
Okay, so with that, Island. We'll play Collector's Vault. So the good news is we have all of our pieces. We just need to just stall until we can build everything. Alright, Elf. Alright. Dwinian's Elite. Okay. Well, they're going to be coming. So we really, really need now to hurry quick here. If we could just blow up elves, it'll take a while for them to rebuild. Oh, geez. Now we're getting all the Haunt the Networks. Okay. We don't need this many Haunt the Networks, obviously. So we're going to have to keep drawing here. And what do we get rid of? I guess Curse Recording. If we need to in a pinch, we can use Cathartic Pyre. I don't want to. Ugh, is this going to hurt us? All right, well, I guess we'll find out right here. Okay, let's see. What do they get? Shaman of the Pit. Oh, jeez. Wow. Ah! No, we got drained here. Our opponents. Wow, what a hit. I'm really shocked. Well, all right. Well, I guess our luck couldn't last forever. I mean, it's okay. At the very least here, just out of spite, I'm going to hit at least one card here. We'll take out that Realm Walker. Yeah. Dang. Seriously, what a lucky hit to get 2 Shaman of the Packs back to back. Jeez. Absolutely terrible, by the way. Completely got wrecked on that one. But it's okay. Hey, that's actually our first loss today. That's not too bad, actually, considering that we've won a lot so far. So that's actually not horrible. And as we're reaching now the halfway point of the stream, I do want to remind everyone, if you are a fan of budget decks, if you like our jank streams, and if you enjoy me maybe spending all my money on booster packs, be sure to, again, like, follow, and subscribe wherever you watch the content so you don't miss out on any of that gameplay we're playing, booster pack openings, the deck techs, and so much more. Okay, so we'll do one more on a budget. And then we're going to show you the upgraded one for those of you that are saying, you know what, Infernoman, I like this deck, but I can afford to make it stronger. What would you recommend? So I'm happy to oblige after this match. Let's see what we can do. I got some fun ideas, of course, if you want to upgrade the deck. All right, so we'll keep this. We have 3 lands in hand. The Haunt the Network's already in our hands. The Monument here can help us dig through stuff with our extra blood tokens. I think we're pretty good right here. Swiftwater Cliffs to gain some life and pass. All right, opponent, bring it on. Bring it on.
It's time to do.
Excuse me again, folks. All right, they surveil. All right, and then with that, let's put down Schwump into Blood Tithe Harvester. Make a blood token to get the party started. Okay, Monument of Endurance should come down, it seems like, with little to no resistance. Especially to play... Ooh, Restless Beavervok. Okay. Creature land. That's cool. Opponents. Silence. What? Okay. No spellcasting for us this turn. That's annoying, by the way. That's fine. I mean, at the very least, then if we can't do that, then we'll put down one of our tap lands to get a little life and hit them down to 17. Okay. I guess our opponent is playing maybe a control deck? Because you only see Silence in, I usually see that as a sideboard card in, like, control decks. Interesting. What kind of brainy 4D chess move are you playing, opponents? Removal? Curse of Shaken. Okay. Huh. I don't know what our opponent's playing. I'm very confused, but okay. I am interested to see where it goes. So, Island. Monument to Endurance. Voldern Epicure. So we get pinged for 2, but that's not a big deal for us. We ping our opponent. They're down to 17 again. We hit them. They're down to 14. Okay, so... Well, I have no idea what our opponent is trying to do here. We definitely have at least a couple of options to still get to our victory. But we'll see. Whatever opponent is trying to do here, cursing us, some kind of control build, I'm not sure. Okay, curse recording. We can't cast that just yet, but that's okay. At the very least, let's just soften up our opponent some more. That helps us close the gap at the very least. Question for everybody out there while we're watching. What are your thoughts? Lightning Helix. Okay. Derp. I'm gonna keep getting their life back. But okay. Question. What are your thoughts? I know it's super duper early, but what are your thoughts for anybody out there on the Edge of Eternity set, the space set that's coming out in the summer? I'm probably going to ask this again in a couple more months, but I wanted to know now that we got some of the packaging. What are your thoughts on that one? Are you interested in that one? Do you think Magic will make an amazing space set, or do you think it's going to be completely terrible? I mean, honestly, I like Ether Drift, and I know some people don't like this set, but I'm pretty sure Edge of Eternity's at least looks great to me. I'm excited for that set, by the way. Let's see, how do we do this here? Let's go ahead and Cathartic Pyre. We will discard some cards. I don't want to usually discard Vampire's Kiss, but in this instant here, I think we will. So we can draw some cards. Let us make a treasure token. This ensures that we have enough for Haunt the Network. Swiftwater Cliffs. Get that down, gain some life. Alright. Let's see, our opponent can turn on the Mutavault, so I don't think I want to attack just yet. Let us play Curse Recording. We have now enough where hopefully this should be able to go off here. We just need to make more treasures, and we should be able to do our thing. Opponent. Do they have more removal? Boros Charm. Okay. To our face. Down to 17. Not a big deal, though. Kebby! Welcome, my fiery friend. Thanks again for joining us today. Kebby, I'm very excited for Tarkir. Set looks like it might be in the top 30 best sets of all time if it continues like this. I will definitely say, I wasn't huge on the set initially, but you could tell that this set is definitely going to be for the older Magic audience out there. So I'm excited for it. I'm actually happy that we got to see, basically, it's so cute. They made a baby Siege Rhino. So I'm definitely going to use that for a future Rhino deck. And that'll probably be our first budget deck tech once we get there with Tarkir. So yeah, that's definitely going to be probably the set that older players are going to be looking forward to this year. Hopefully, again, the rest of it will also be a love letter to the game. I look forward to that one. Dense Planet. Looking through commons and uncommon vehicle cards, there are some nice ones. Spot Cycle Scouter, Hull Drifter, Colossal Plow, Midnight Mangler, Mobilizer Mech, blah, blah, blah. There are pretty good vehicles for that rarity. I haven't even finished listing. Yeah, there's actually quite a few budgets and cheap vehicles now. So There's definitely some great stuff out there. I just wish we got, what is it, the 1 mana Dreadnought one that gets ridiculously powerful if you manage to crew it. It's only 1 mana, but we didn't get it in Arena. Man, if that one only was available, I would have definitely thrown that one into the vehicle deck. That actually would have been hilariously fun. Okay, so it looks like our opponent, I guess it really is a control deck. They've been trying to burn us out here, but they're about to see right now. None of that matters. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is beautiful right here. Here we go, everybody. This is what we came here for. More curse recording, haunt the network shenanigans. Oh man, I've been loving this deck so far today a lot. So, haunt the network. I'm going to drain our opponent right here. Opponents, I'm sorry. All that hard work you did with all your draining won't matter. Yeah, sure, hit me down to 5. I don't care. We just got back 11. Drain him again. Down to 2. Yes. Unless if you got some more life gain, opponents, you're down to 1. Do you have any options left? Do you surrender? Oh, man. What an amazing, fun deck this is. Or maybe, honestly, I think wow, we've only lost once today. Not too shabby, right? Wow, this deck has been great. I think we've won now 4 or 5 and only have lost 1. We've only dropped that. Yeah. Looking really good with this deck right now. The combo is actually surprisingly pretty good. I wonder if I should buy some of these singles before they get too expensive. Something to consider. Okay, so that was the Technomancer on a budget, everyone. But what unique pieces in ones of to help kind of give some of the deck at least a little bit more options against some of the more go wide aggro strategies. So the upgraded version here is now going to add in a copy of the Enigma Jewel. So this one will help us, of course, by tapping for colorless, 2 colorless to then activate abilities. So this is going to help us basically with Collector's Vault to then just kind of pseudo ramp a little bit faster for us. Because of that, we're going to trim down that Collector's Vault to make room for that Enigma Jewel. We'll keep, of course, our Voldaren Epicures, our Blood Tithe Harvesters. That is the bread and butter to make all of our artifacts. We're going to throw in a single copy of Legion Extruder here. This does mean we will trim away 1 Cathartic Pyre. Legion Extruder here does do a little bit of damage on its own, but ideally you want this by activating Enigma Jewel to make it cheap, and then you can convert all of your blood tokens into golem tokens. So this gives us a much more stronger plan B to the deck, because this means now you can be aggro if you need to in a pinch. So this is going to be good for us. We'll keep, of course, everything pretty much otherwise as is. Keep your curse recordings. We need those. Total timed explosions, toggle the network. You get the idea here. And, of course, because now this is going to be a non-budget version for the remainder of the stream, we're going to go all out with the land base. So we're going to use the Verge lands primarily, Watery Graves, and then we'll use the Shock lands to mix and match. A set of Xander's Lounge here will be replacing our fetches to then have something that still will fix what we need. If you want to play this in best of 3, your upgrades here mean that we're going to be utilizing Thoughtseize instead of Duress. 3 steps ahead will now replace the You Finds the Villains there, because this gives us a little bit more flexibility. And then we'll have everything else pretty much stay the same. So yeah, I think this version here now goes for, I think, $100 and something, but it's not too bad, honestly. That's what we're going to be doing now for the remainder of the stream. Let's see. Is the version that we're going to be checking out here, Techno Upgrades, better? Let's see if we can keep ranking up today. We're actually doing really good. I know those season resets, I think, in what, 1 or 2 days? So yeah, obviously we never get to Mythic, at least not anymore. But I'm still excited for what this deck can do. So let's see now what happens when you go all out with the Technomancer. Otherwise, other question for others out there I was going to ask is what's, yeah, like let me know in the comments, or if you want to leave something behind later on wherever you watch me. Let me know, is there a card that you want to see on a budget being built? Because I do have one card is insanely expensive, but I'm going to find a way to make it as budget as possible in Arena for our next stream. You'll see what I'm talking about if you do hang around to the very end of the stream, by the way. Okay, so otherwise, we got Voldaren Epicure still, Vampire's Kiss, Curse of Recording, Monument. Okay, we got everything we need, and we definitely have a much more stronger mana base now, so this should be a little bit easier for us to cast what we need. Voldaren Epicure coming down, pinging our opponent, make our first blood token, and with that, game on, opponent.
It's time to do.
Thoughtseize, boo. Boop, boop. Okay. They have a Triome of their own. Most likely they're going to throw away the Curse Recording. I mean, that's pretty much the most logical choice you should get rid of, opponents. Not that I want to tell you how to play the game. Okay, there you go. But they do hit themselves for 2, so that's kind of what we want, is we want them to slowly drain themselves out here. We will shock ourselves, though, which is a little painful, but that's okay. Vampire's Kiss. We'll get that life back. Drain them down to 14. We're at 20. Den Splinter. Guide-like Pathmaker is going to be very important for getting cards. Prodigy's Prototype is also kind of great for getting pilot tokens. Also, Boosted Sloop is also a solid vehicle card for attacking. You're kind of spoiling what I have. Honestly, of course, I'm just kidding, by the way. But yes, those are all solid cards that I've been noticing that we got from the setup. So definitely something that I would say would be great to consider. Make another blood token. I suppose I could have shocked myself there to get that monument down, but I wanted to just kind of bide our time. Remember, we don't want to lose too much life, but we don't care if our opponent does. We do need more lands, though, so we're going to see if maybe we can try to start converting these tokens into treasures. All right, an island. If our opponent has anything, now would be their time to do it. Monument to Endurance. And we pass. Also, I suppose we could utilize the blood tokens and drain out our opponent, too. I guess it depends on what they play here, because if they're playing Treacherous Blessing, they have to play... Oh, the Meat Hook Massacre. Ugh. Ouch. Okay. Okay, so wait. Oh, I forgot. So they will gain some life, which is annoying, but that's okay. We actually don't mind, honestly. We will crack 1 token here, throw away 1 monument, make a treasure, draw a card. Okay. Okay, so can we do this here? Not quite. Legion Extruder. Okay. Well, actually, this might work out instead here. So here's how we do this. Okay, Legion Extruder coming down. Hit our opponent for 2. And then we pass. So instead here, we could just convert... What do they pick? They're going to have to pick the life gain. If I was them... Because here's how we do this. We throw away ill-timed explosions. Drain them for 3. Draw a card. And then, what do we do? I guess we will, just as an insurance policy, make a golem. Okay, opponents. You've got 1 shot here. We have so many ways right here of beating our opponents. But all we just needed was a golem. Yes! Victory, everybody! Alright, once again. Woo! Man, this deck is so beautiful right now. Oh man, our opponent came close to stabilizing, but Demonic Pack Down meant that Legion Extruder can either... So this is also why I wanted to have these cards, because with the Golem here, if they had removal, they could have taken it out, but we still had a Haunt the Network ready in the wings, and we could have sacrificed that other blood token to then drain them out. So there you go. Versatility there. Much better now. Beautiful. Okay, so still looking really good right here. We're flying high on this deck. Love it. Getting our wins in. So overall, like, I know we will talk about this at the end of the stream, but let me know in your comments, everybody. What do you think? Are you enjoying the deck currently right now? Do you think it's good? Did you like the budget version? Do you like the upgraded version we're going to be playing right now? Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys about your initial thoughts on this one. Should I make the deck better, or am I missing a strategy here that maybe should be done instead for this deck? Play 1 Verge land. I really do like the Verge land, so Duskmourn at least gave us a really good land here, but we still haven't quite... I would love to get these lands, but man, they're kind of expensive. I didn't realize how much these were actually going for. I believe each land is going for like $7-8, depending. Cut down. Annoying. But this is fine. This is fine, everyone. Unstoppable Slasher. Okay. So mono black here. Opponent is going to try to slow us down. But we can slow him down too. Hit them here. Pass. Okay. So we're going to take a huge chunk here. But that's okay. We still have ways of getting around this. Okay. I just wanted to get down Legion Extruder early, so that's why I wanted that. So we go to 9 right now. So it does put us a little in the danger zone here. Liliana. Okay. Do they tick down?
Happy to help.
Or, I'm sorry,
but
they probably
taking
tick
the
up.
credit when
Wait,
you
I don't know why I
lose.
said tick up or tick down. Okay, in the meantime,
I'm tired of your secrets.
what do we throw away here? I guess Cathartic Pyre. Okay. Nothing else? Alright, so with that, we will play the Swamp. Blood Tithe Harvester, which is not a bad blocker, by the way. And then we will pass here. So we have options here. We could either make a Golem and then hit the Slasher. Okay. Our opponent is going to slowly gain value. I was surprised they didn't take down, though. Really surprised, actually. Opponents. There it is. The cut down goes down. Alright, so with that, Cathartic Pyre. Hit the Slasher. It'll come back up, which is, again, annoying. But we do need to stall here. Ideally, if I can get one more land, Haunt the Network at the very least buys us a little bit more time. Plays my Verge, okay. Not quite what I wanted. So with that, I guess we'll have to wait a little bit longer here. Ugh. Losing our Haunt the Network here is not what we wanted, but that's okay. It's going to happen. But our opponent is down to one card, so this is going to be a bit of a grind here. We'll see if we can outgrind our opponent, though. Assuming our opponent is there. Opponent! Hello? Are you there? Hello? Hello? Yoo-hoo! Opponents! Maybe they went to go get an Amazon package delivery. Maybe they're getting food? I don't know. Just don't keep me waiting too long, opponents. Yep. Anytime now. Okay. Opponents? Opponents? Deep Cavern Bats. Okay. Still annoying. Because we will lose our Haunt the Network here. Okay. Opponents? Anything? Nothing yet? Okay. So we will sacrifice one of our tokens here. And we can make now with that a Golem. So this does give us a little bit to work with here. Curse Recording. Okay. We will swing. Most likely they're going to just block with the bats. But that does give us something to work with here. Oh, they had a Fatal Push? That's annoying. Alright. In that case then, I guess we'll place the Curse Recording now. And pass. Okay, so we do have at least some of our options here. Shieldred. Ugh. Ugh. Yikes. Definitely on the danger zone. Okay. They keep ticking up. Okay, now we might be in a bit of a bad spot here. We'll see. Okay, opponent. Opponents. Opponent, you there? Hello? Anyone? Hello? Opponents. Opponents. Hello? Am I Wait, am I still there, everybody? Anyone? What's going on? I'm very confused right now. Okay. I guess we'll get a swing here. Okay. Down to 8. They go up to 19. Okay, we draw. Still here still? Wait, did I poop out on Twitch? Because it looks like I pooped out on Twitch, but I'm still live on Instagram, I think? Okay. Sorry, everyone. I'm just a little confused as to what's going on. Because I thought right now for a second here, like, I thought the stream ended. It looks like it did on Twitch, so I do apologize there. Sorry about that, everyone. But it looks like it's still running on other platforms. Interesting. Well, I mean, at the very least, if we're still running on the other sections, I guess that's fine. Sorry, I'll have to check that in a bit. But okay. At least you're still there. At least you're still there, Densplanet, so that's good. I think Twitch might have pooped out on me, but it looks like on other platforms, I'm still there. So as long as the whole thing is still running, I suppose we should be okay. Opponent is going to swing here. Sacrifice our last blood token, so we can stop that unstoppable slasher. But I think we've lost this one. It's okay, though. Always the combination of Liliana and... Oh, boo. All right. And now for sure we lost. Yep. All right. Ouch. Damn. It's okay. It's fine, everyone. We'll get there on the next one. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So with that, we'll just continue on. And we'll see how well we can do for the next one here. Okay. So with that, still feeling good about the deck overall, despite some of the stuff that we have been encountering. Not a big deal for us. But I still feel overall the deck is definitely solid for what it is. Okay. So with that, let us see. What can we do here? All right, so with that, let's keep this hand. All right, a Boreal Grazer. Okay, tapped. Blazemire Verge. So with that, we will play right here. Sylvan's Crying. Oh, okay, interesting. Sorry, I'm looking at also the fact that it looked like we did lose connection at some point. So now the video kind of got broken up here. It's okay though. We'll still find a way to at least somewhat make this playable across other platforms. I think X still has a copy of this running full. So if you're watching on X, thanks everybody. Those of you on X right now, I appreciate, because I guess this is still running on there, which is good. But yeah, looks like part of it broke up on X. I'm sorry, not X, YouTube, and also Twitch. That's okay though. I guess we'll just have to add a part 1 to part 2 to the piece later on. Oh, okay. Our opponent is playing a Hidden Strings deck, so yay combos. Okay. Well, it's fine. We'll still make this work. We're over the pages. All right, so our opponent is definitely going to combo off here. Joy. Okay. They untap. Our opponents, Memory Deluge. Okay, 2 cards. Nothing yet. Okay, so how do we get out? Play below the Blazemire's Verge. Okay, and then Monument to Endurance. Swing here. They block. We take out their card. The Hidden Strings is gone. Okay, opponents, show me what you got. Bring it on.
It's time to duel.
All right. Thespian stage, so that probably means they're going to copy Lotus Field. Joy. All right. Well, we got the cursor recording, so that's good. Cursor recording coming down. Now all we just got to do is just start getting some damage in, and hopefully we can drain them out here very quickly. Okay. Opponents. All right. Baral. Okay. Otawara. Joy. Boo. Opponents. Come on. It's fine. It's fine, everyone. It's fine. We still have ways of getting around things here, so it's not the worst for us. We will... I think we will do it this way. So we will... Actually, hold on. How do we do this here? I guess we'll just replay the curse recording. Let's swing here. Okay. 14. Okay. Come on, opponent. Show me what you got. I'm ready for you. Despite the fact that we kind of are in an awkward spot here. But okay. 4 over pages again. Still trying to combo off here. They'll draw their 3 cards. They'll untap their 2 Lotus Fields, which gives them plenty of mana. Okay. Alright. Omniscience. Ugh. Everything is going to be played for free now, so... Alright. Do we stick around for this? I don't know if I want to tolerate this right now, because once they have... Oh. Yeah. Never mind. I'm not dealing with this. We'll take the L. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I honestly don't want to deal with that, so we're just going to go from there. Okay. Give me 1 second, everybody, to check something. I'll be right back for a second. My apologies, everybody. Okay, so, yeah, it looks like part of this stream kind of got broken up into pieces, so it is what it is. But okay, it's fine. I'm just going to have to kind of stitch some things together a little bit later on all across some of the other platforms, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. It's fine. In any case, I still appreciate all of you that are still with me with this. So with that, we'll just go ahead and let's just see how well we can continue on for the remainder of the stream. So we're going to I'm going to say right now we're about 25 minutes away, and then the stream will be officially ending after that point. But I do still appreciate all of you that are hanging in there, because again, don't have the most stable of connections, but it looks like we should be okay at least for the remainder of this one. We'll tap here. All right, still in this.
It's time to duel.
Bring it on, opponents. Okay. Blazemire Verge. We will play Collector's Vaults. So with this one, we got the Haunt the Network, which is great. That's beautiful. And we got the Curse Recording. We just need to just get through the rest of our opponent's stuff, and we should be okay here. Mountain here. We will... Vampire's Kiss. Light Drain. Pass. Okay, so with that... Gwenna. Okay. A little scary, because she's going to combo off quickly here, so we need to find a way around that. Curse Recording. And we pass. Okay, so all we just need to do now is just start getting a ton of artifacts out, and we should be okay. Oh. No joy. Alright. Looks like our opponent has Silverback Elder, which literally completely obliterates our whole game plan, by the way. Okay, looks like I'm assuming Arena now is going to start sending us opponents that completely counter our whole game plan. Because now we lose that. Do they have any more? No. Okay. Well, in the meantime, we can try to slow them down. Yeah, the Omniscience was bad. I mean, we kind of just gave up on that one because we did not want to deal with that. Okay. But otherwise, let's see. All right, so with that, one's going to make a ton of mana. Hulking Raptor. But yeah, I think this one's going to be also a no-go for us because they're just going to keep making more things that Silverback Elder can then just crush us with. Because they can keep digging, and they can keep blowing up all of our artifacts if they want to, or they can just keep digging through the whole deck with this card. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off. So, we'll take the hit here. But it's not looking too good for us. Okay. So with that, Mountain. Okay. Alright. I have no idea what I want to do here. Because no matter what we do, our opponent is going to try to just beat us down here pretty hard. But it's okay. I mean, again, we've been running pretty hot for the most of the stream, so of course we're going to have matches like this where we're just going to get blown away. It happens, even to the best of us. Rishkar's expertise. Ugh. Alright. Yikes. Okay, Rishkar. Okay. They are digging. They are digging for stuff. Okay, Goreclaw. Yep. Of course, when I play a mono green deck, I never go off like this. I always end up getting blown away because it's always control deck that fights me. But okay. So at this point, we're probably not going to win this one. Yeah, I'm just going to quit here. This isn't fun. And we're just going to get blown away, so it is what it is. So we'll take the L. That's fine. Still, not a bad thing. It happens, so I'm not too worried. But okay. We'll continue. Maybe we'll do one best of 3 after this one to see how well we can do, at least in a best of 3 environment. We'll see. We'll check that out in a bit. But otherwise, hopefully, again, all of you are enjoying still the video overall. Hopefully, again, you're having fun with what we have been rocking today. I've been really enjoying this deck so far, and it's actually been very, very impressive, all things considered. But okay. So far, so good. We've been having a pretty good run today, so I'm pretty happy about how things have turned around. Aside from the fact that I didn't realize we had some kind of connection issue that kind of pooped out, but I wasn't aware of it. Oh well, it happens. Swamp. Play the Xander's Lounge. Fix our mana, just what we need. Okay, Swamp. Bandit's Talent. They make us discard. Okay, so what do we discard here? I guess we could throw away the Voltern Epicure. We will play our Blood Crypt. Shock ourselves. Blood Crypt. Make that blood token. Alright, opponents. Show me what you got. Liliana. Well, that means they'll tick down. If they tick down, that's okay. We can deal with it with a Cathartic Pyre. Opponent? Maybe. Anything? Come on. Don't keep me waiting too long. Seriously. Wait. What? I'm so confused. They just gave up? I'm... okay. I mean, yay, free win, but still, I was a little thrown off on that one. Okay. It is what it is, I suppose. Okay, I mean, that's fine, I suppose. We'll take the win. So for this, I think we'll now wrap this up with best of 3. So let's do a best of 3 here. Depending on how long this takes. We'll see. We will see here. Let's see how well this does. All right, come on, opponents. Load up. I'm ready for you. Okay, there we go. Still waiting on our opponent there. Okay, so with that, of course, we'll go first. Okay, so let's see. We've got more or less what we need, so I think we can keep this. Collector's Vault can help us just dig through our deck. We throw away one extra curse recording to start making treasures. I think that should be fine for us. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Okay, opponents, show me what you got.
It's time to duel.
Honestly, I never get tired of doing that. Hopefully none of you are annoyed by that, but I enjoy doing it. Alright, so we'll play Swamp. Collector's Vault. Alright, let's see what our opponent's going to try to do here. Okay, they got the Collector's Vault down. That's right, opponents. What do you got? What are you playing? What are we playing against? Right. Rakdos? Definitely Rakdos. Oh, let's see. Wait, what did they... Oh, okay. So it's the Slick Shot... Okay. I see what our opponent's trying to do here. Put down the Verge, and we'll pass here. So, our opponent is going to try to pump up a Slick Shot Show-Off. But we'll see if we can get around that. If we can blow up their key cards, I think we should be able to stop them. We'll see. Collector's Vault. Draw a card. Throw away a curse recording. And pass. Another curse recording. Alright, so I guess we will... It's tempting to put that down, but I'm going to wait. We're going to wait for a bit. Guns Limit. That vehicle deck definitely has potential with also pilot creatures as well. It does. So, okay, so let's see. What our opponent's going to do here? Are they going to pump? 3 mana open. Infuriate. Well, I guess we have to do it here because otherwise we won't get another shot. Do they have another Infuriate? If they do, then we are in a bad spot. Okay? Opponent, what do you got? Opponent? Monstrous Rage. Okay. Well, that does pump it up a bit more. We could still destroy it, though, so they need one more pump spell. Infuriate. Well, there it is. Okay, we're going to take a really big hit here. Ugh, up to 16 already? Jeez. Okay, well. Collector's Vault. Throw away one curse recording. Okay, so. Ill-timed explosions. Draw 2. Throw away. What do we throw away here? I guess the Xander's Lounge. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get to curse recording, though. Let us throw away the Blood Tithe Harvester. Oh, wait. I messed up there. Okay. Yeah. That was a mistake on my end there. So that means now I have to do it this way. Ooh. That was painful. Okay. Well, either way, we're down to 4. So if our opponent has burn spells, we pretty much lose no matter what. But it's okay. This is best of 3. Oh, Haunt the Network. Okay. We're not dead, I suppose. Taking our opponent for 1. Okay. Well. Fatal Push. No surprise. Pass. Okay. Again, we're still in the danger zone because we took a heavy, heavy hit there earlier. But okay. Let's see. Slick Shot Show Off again. So any pump spell they have beats us. Okay. Let's see. Do they have it? Yeah, they do. Yeah, so that was my mistake. All right, we'll go to game 2. That's okay, though. They kind of don't know fully our combo, but we're going to try to find a way around this. So, in order to deal with this, we need instead... All right. So the Abrades are coming in for sure. Bitter Triumph for sure. Ill-timed Explosions, too slow. Curse Recording might also be a bit too slow. I don't know if I want to keep the Haunt the Network, though. So this might be actually just more of the slow drain. Let's see. Hold on. Actually, maybe the Curse Recording. Okay, thinking about this for a second here. Trying to figure this out here. Do I want the Withering Torment? I guess I'm pretty much all the spot removal I can afford, so we'll go with that. So with this, D4. I guess we'll just do it this way then. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Thoughtseize. Okay. So check those out. 2 Curse Recordings. Or maybe the Haunt the Networks instead. Okay. Okay, I think this might be what we want. Okay. Let's try that out. Let's give this a try. Okay, so with that, we will be on the play. Okay. Well, not quite what we wanted, but okay. We'll have to make this work. We have some removal. We are very land heavy, but we got the turn 1 Thoughtseize. Well, technically, it's going to be turn 2 because of how our deck is designed. Man, of all the times to get all those Xander lounges, this was not it. Monastery Source here. Okay. Okay, they're probably going to be much more lower to the ground now. Blood Tithe Harvester. Let us Thoughtseize to see what do they have. Okay, they definitely have everything here. So with that, I don't even know what to get. I would guess the other Monastery Swiss here. So at the very least for that, that means they have to go all in on one card here. I don't know if they're going to do it yet, though. Titan Strength. Okay. All right, here comes the swings. Ugh, we did not really get a good hand for this one, I realize. All right, down to 12. We might be able to survive. Cacophony Scamp. All right. Vampire's Kiss will buy us time, but it's not enough. Let's see. I guess we'll wait it out. All right, opponents. You definitely have a small edge here versus us. But we're going to try. We will try. Will our opponent pump? Okay. And do they pump again? Opponents? There it is. The Titan Strength again. Okay, so with that... Not quite how we want to do this. But we're going to take a heavy hit here. Down to 6. They still hit us a 3. So with that... Island. Blood Tithe Harvester. Make a blood token. Pass. Yeah, we're not very well equipped for this one because most of our stuff will also hurt us. So we take a lot of damage versus a hyper aggro deck like this. Oh well. It is what it is. I guess maybe we'd probably be better off in best of 1. Claim. And this probably means Claim to Fame is coming. Okay. Then he's going to pump it up. Joy. Okay. So, We have no choice. We have to block here, but it doesn't really matter what we do because, yeah, we still lose. They have one more pump spell anyway. Yep. All right. Dang. They got exactly what they needed. We did not really have a good way around this. Maybe I should have had a hand that was more removal heavy, but oh well. It is what it is. It's fine. We'll just try again later on. All right. Okay, so we're getting close to the end here. We'll do one more best of 3. Win or lose, it's okay. We will see how well this deck does. Overall, though, I've still been pretty satisfied with how it's all turned out. So I've been pretty happy with the results that we've gotten from this deck today. So again, I do appreciate that all of you are still here with me, even though we had some technical hiccups, I guess, at various points in the stream. Thank you again for hanging out regardless. I appreciate all of you watching today. If you do want to show me a little bit of love, as always, I do have a friendly reminder. You can also join our Discord of our growing circle of fiery friends. That link, of course, as you see, is in the actual chat itself. And of course, if you want to really, really support me, I would like, of course, to see if we can try to start getting some more people on Patreon. If by subscribing to Patreon, the one that we have right now, only $3 a month will get you access to a bunch of extra bonus footage that we have scattered throughout the course of time I've been building up this channel. We're talking, like, again, bonus footage of various decks, experimental decks and stuff like that usually don't get a chance to actually get made into full videos. And again, I will start at some point trying to push out more exclusive content for there to show, again, a little bit of extra support for those of you who actually do want to spend the money. But even if you don't spend the money, just you being here today with me is all I appreciate. So thank you again one more time for everybody that does. Okay, let's mulligan this. Okay. Well, still slow, but it's fine. We'll make this work. Put the Xander's Lounge back, and we have enough now where we can kind of do our thing. Okay. Let's see how well we can pull this off. Bring it on, opponents. Bring it on.
It's time to do.
All right. We'll play our Xander's Lounge first, which fixes us with everything we need. All right, Muta Vault. Ooh, okay. So it looks like it's going to be a Merfolk deck. Okay. Bloom Lake. Vampire Kiss. So we need those ill-timed explosions now. As fast as we can grab them, that'll be great for us. We can get those. We hopefully should be able to stop our opponent here. Okay, Silver Gill Adept. Okay. They're starting to make their tokens. Blazemeyer Verge. Put that down. And we pass. Still slow going, but hopefully we should be able to then just get into what we need quick. We really, really do need those Wraths ASAP. Or at least a couple chump blockers while we're waiting. Down to 19. Opponents? Anything? Got that Sentinel in the Nameless City. Nothing? Okay. Interesting. Well. Swamp. Curse Recording. Do you have a counterspell, opponent? Is your deck a Merfolk deck with counterspells? Maybe? Maybe? Okay, good. All right. So, we have the stage set. We just need, however, more time to buy. Oh. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, interesting. They're playing a Brazen Borrower in a Merfolk deck. That's very interesting. And it's main deck, too. Huh. Never seen that before, but okay. Opponent is going to swing some more. But interesting, they did not utilize their other tokens. Why? Do they have Chimera? No. Send out Scout. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so they do have it. Okay, I figured. Monument to Endurance. So with that, I think this is how we're going to have to do it. I don't want to do it this way, but I don't have a choice because our opponent is going to go off very quickly here. We will throw away Blood Crypt. We need to start drawing cards, because I need to get to our Wrath quick. Okay. Alright, come on, deck. If we could just get to the Wrath, we should be fine. If our opponent here is greedy, all they're just going to start doing themselves is drawing cards. If I assume that's correct. If they tap 5 on Merfolk, that's when we're going to be in trouble. Okay. Okay, well, it's getting a little dicey out here. A little scary. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. We can still find a way around this. We just need to get to that Wrath as fast as possible. Okay, opponents. Mind Spring, Merfolk. Okay, that's right. We did get a new one from Ether Drift. Wait, could they hit the exhaust on that one? They can. But they have to tap it to exhaust. Okay. So that means we are a little okay. But if we can just get to one... Like, literally, I just need one possible hit here. It just has to be the Wrath. That's all I need. Come on, deck. That's all we need to survive. If we can get that Wrath, we'll at least survive. And then we can rebuild. Okay. Still looking dicey. If our opponent right here wants to get aggro, that's fine. I actually would rather they get aggro right here than start trying to draw cards or start pumping up their Merfolk. But I don't know what our opponent's going to do here. Do they swing? Big swing? Okay, they do big swing. Okay. Okay. So, knowing that, as soon as they give me the option here, I'm going to try to get that blood token. We will throw away... What do we throw away here? I guess it's going to be the other blood crypt. We have to draw a card. Come on. Where's my Wrath? I need that Wrath right now to survive. Opponents? They do pump everything. Okay. Haunt the Network's not what we need. Monument's not what we need either. Oh, jeez. Alright. Well, we didn't get it. Okay, it's fine. Lose game 1. Go to game 2. Okay, so for game 2, we need... This is the Thoughtseize one again. Okay, but what else do we get rid of, though? Maybe the Vampire's Kisses don't do that much? I guess we'll get rid of those. And then... I guess the Withering Torment takes out that enchantment? Okay. Alright. In that case, then, we will trim down... Let me trim down here. I guess... Trim down the Legion Extruder. And then we will trim down... Maybe one Haunt the Network? Or no, maybe one Curse Recording. Yeah, trim one Curse Recording. We won't need that. Okay. Okay. So, we need to make sure we can get that Wrath, or at least the Withering Torment to slow down our opponent. Can we get one of those in our hand here? Let's see. Okay, we did not. But this is not a bad hand either. Ugh. This at least puts some blockers out while we try to dig through our deck. Oh. Oh, we didn't cut the Enigma Jewel. Okay. Well, I mean, sorry, Dead Splendid. We were a little slow on that one. Okay, this is the hard part, though. Do we try to mulligan this away to try to get our Wrath? Or do we hold this because we can actually play stuff? That is actually tricky right now. I don't know if anybody out there, keep it or try to mulligan. I can actually play stuff, but if we start getting overrun again, we won't have options here to get around things. Ugh. We should probably keep it, because the risk, and I do agree, Dense Splendid, if we risk it, and we don't have... And if we try to mulligan to get something worse, then we will be in even a worse spot. At least this is playable. So that's what we want. Okay. So after this one, this will be our final match. Whatever happens. Okay, so we did get the swamp. That's good. Blood Tithe Harvester. Make our next token. Down to 18 opponents. Okay. Deeper Pilgrimage. Joy. They actually got it. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Find a way around it. Down to 14. We're going to try to be as aggro as possible here. Down to 13. We do also have mana open for the Cathartic Pyre, so if our opponent gets cheeky here, we can find a way around it. Come on, deck. Come on, opponents. Show me what you got. Nothing? Okay. River Pyre. Okay, we will hold off for a second here. Because if our opponent does turn on Mutavault... Okay, looks like they do. Okay. They'll tap it. But this does mean I can take out that Mutavault. So that does mean they're down a land. Interesting choice there, opponent. Okay. That'll chump block at least one, if they want to, Merfolk. Folder and X-Catcher, okay. Again, beyond annoying. But it is something. They block there. Down to 11. We just need to get to that Wrath. Getting to that Wrath right now is the priority. Because if we can blow up everything, it buys us time. Oh, jeez. Really? Oh, boy. This is going to be an uphill battle. Because they're going to make a ton of tokens. And we do not have... We didn't get the enchantment we needed. So... Ugh, this is painful. We're going to have to do it this way. Alright. Actually, cancel. So, let's see. Monument. Which can help us a little bit. Oh, opponent's going to actually counter this? Wow. I'll pay. Do you sacrifice your other one? Wow, they do. Okay. Jeez. Down to 9. Okay. Again, I'm still not feeling like we're going to win this one, but I'm going to try. We definitely have an uphill battle here, because they're going to keep making tokens, and that gives them plenty of fuel to get around us, no matter what we do here. Curse recording. Okay. Cathartic Pyre. Does this work? You could sacrifice one opponent, but I still have enough to pay. But even so, it's still annoying. Yep. I'll pay it. Sacrifice the other one. Yep. We can pay it still. But they still have enough tokens to keep this going. Ugh. Dang. Okay, well. I'm not feeling it right now. This one's probably going to be a blowout. As long as they have 2 of these, and as long as they have the Voldaren Hexcatcher, they can keep sacking enough tokens where we're just not going to be able to survive this. Ugh. Alright. I'll give it one more turn, because I'm trying to see if we can get to our ill-timed explosions, but I realize our opponent can just keep countering no matter what we do. Because you can see right here, even if I put down the curse recording, it won't matter. They'll just keep sacking Merfolk here, and we just cannot beat that. Yeah. Alright. Yep. That stinks. I think I'm just going to cut this one. I can't fight this much value. And our deck does rely on non-creature spells to win, and we can't win with this. All right, well, we tried. Dang. We go back down to rank. That's okay. Not a big deal, everybody. Honestly, I'm still satisfied with how the deck turned out, but I believe that's going to be it for today, everyone. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's get to the wrap-up, and then we'll talk about this deck overall. See how we feel about it. So that was honestly the Technomancer for you in the Explorer format. So let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you like this deck in any way, shape, or form? Truth be told, I'm very satisfied with how it turned out. Yes, we did reach a part of the game where we started getting a bunch of losses, but overall, in best of one, it does really, really well. We did fumble a little bit in best of three, so I probably wouldn't. I would guess that maybe I might want to tweak the sideboard just a little bit more, but again, I guess it really depends on how the meta is looking. Overall, though, even on a budget, I was very satisfied with the budget version of it, so I was really overall happy with the results. And I definitely would say, if you're interested in playing this on budget, I would highly recommend doing it if you want to spend at least a couple of rares here and there. And it only is going to cost you, again, a small amount in paper. As always, I will leave those links, of course, in the details below once we are done with this stream. Now, overall, my only other thing I just want to say is for the upgraded version, we didn't really get a chance to kind of play with it too much, but it felt like it was doing pretty well. I was really happy with the results. We didn't get a chance to really abuse Enigma Jewel with either Legion Extruder or the Collector's Vault, but that's perfectly fine. They're in there again as supplementary pieces, and again, it's just meant for the upgrades. So if you don't care about those cards, don't worry. You can still just play with the budget one, and it does work like pretty well overall, everything considered. Now, in terms of wrapping this up right here, we'll again just talk about briefly, for those of you who have stuck around this far into the video, into the stream, you are my true fiery friends. So as always, I will show you again a little bit of extras of what we're going to be coming up with. So we're working on right now our next standard deck tech. It's going to be, again, a budget one. We've got Stompy Swords coming, and I've already started looking at the upgraded one to record. So this way we can show you again how well it does on its own, and also with some upgrades for you. As far as our future streams, I have another sweet one, Exile Everything. So yes, everyone is playing Ketra. What's the name of a card again? Ketramos. That's the card right here. It's stupidly expensive, but we somehow found a way to make it budget, even though half of the deck's cost is literally from the commander. But that one's going to be coming up soon on our next stream on the weekend. As far as future stuff we're going to be working on, I've been trying to work on a new colorless deck that's going to be somewhat of a pseudo combo deck. So we'll see how that goes. Goblins, of course, looking very good in standard right now, but we're going to do some tweaks to it, so I'm just kind of messing around with this. Red Weenies is also something that I've been wanting to reevaluate one more time now that we got a lot of cheaper stuff with Start Your Engines. I think we have something fun we could play with here. And as far as anything else in the future, our next super basically deck in March will be basically vehicles, and this will be the final one in the series for the 4-color ultra budget decks. So that'll be coming up in the future soon. Afterwards, I'll see if I could do one 5-color ultra budget deck. Maybe I might actually do 2, because again, there's so many options you could do in 5-color, but we'll see how that goes depending on where things end up. Affinity Blast is also something I've been playing around with and having fun with on Timeless. I don't know if I could make this one budget, but I'm going to try to see where that one goes. Plot Aggro is also something we've been kind of messing around with. Again, another aggro deck that I've been having fun with, but I want to tweak it a little bit more to see if we can make it work even on an ultra budget. But again, those are just some of the ideas that we've been working around with. There's still a lot of work in progress here with things such as another Collected Company deck, Speedy Lizards, which is just an upgraded version of the Lizard deck we played a while ago. But either way, there's tons of stuff that's coming down the pipeline. So you can see we have plenty of decks to talk about coming up in the future. And of course, I'll be cracking a lot more booster packs once I have a little bit more money to spend. But otherwise, that is it for today, everyone. Again, I hopefully you enjoyed all the content. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If this looks all jumbled up from the streams, I apologize. I'll try to splice it all together so I can put it all together for you and put it all together on one consistent video, at least for today, once I have a little bit more time. But otherwise, that's pretty much it, everybody. Our next stream we're planning on doing is most likely going to be on the weekend, so Saturday afternoon. More likely it's going to be the same time as before, so hopefully, again, you'll stick around for that one. If you are a fan, just again, show some love across any of the platforms, whether you're watching on Kick or YouTube or Instagram, Twitch, and even X. All of you guys, thanks again for joining me today. And again, I'm going to wish you all a wonderful day out there. Shout out real quick before we leave to Den Splendid. As always, my super awesome all-star that's on the chat. Kebby, thanks again for dropping by for just a hot minute just to show you some love. Appreciate that. And then those of you that are watching across on other platforms such as Instagram, Arun Feg, MTG, Carlos Mozart, MTG Portugal, Ruski. Thanks again for showing that. If I didn't get a shout out to you, if you've been chatting on other platforms, I do apologize because some of the chats do not show up on the stream. The feed right now. I'm going to see if I can try to fix that in the future, or worst case scenario, I'm probably going to have a bunch of extra computers open with other windows to kind of show off if anybody's chatting on other platforms. But don't worry, I appreciate all of you wherever you are at. So with that, have a wonderful day, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. And again, we will see you again on Saturday. But before we go, as always, just remember, no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We'll see you again on Saturday, everybody. Later.